The 2025 data quality review component of the dashboard will be used to validate and give credit to each CRM as they review and check each registration record for completeness and accuracy. So to begin, you will click on the component and it'll take you to the full report. You then can expand all and you'll see all of the products that are assigned to you. And at the beginning, you'll notice they're all listed as none. This is saying that the records have not been checked for completeness. You'll go one by one and open each registration record and proceed to use this checklist to validate all of the details of that record. This document is listed in the comment section of the report. So you can see this here. If you just copy and paste this into the browser, you will get this document. So first we'll go through the details section and we're going to validate these fields. So I will hit edit and validate that the registration name, number, location, any comments that are important. Is this a supplemental distributor product? Yes, no. Is this a business active product? Meaning, is this product being actively sold by the business, active or inactive? And then also the product nature, use, type, market segment, and then hit save, or if you made no changes, cancel, of course. Next, we'll move to the registration details section, and you will want to update and or check that this information is correct. The shelf life, as a full conditional registration, approval date, cancellation date. Next, we'll jump to the trade name section. Here you will add any additional trade names or delete any trade names that are no longer being used. So you can simply hit add. First, please search to see if it already exists. If it doesn't, you can create a new trade name. Next, we'll go to the product involvement section and validate and add or change any of that data. You should have at least 2 product involvements here, one for the registration holder and or data owner. So if this is the same, this function can be marked as that. If the function for this is registration and data owner, then you can mark that as the function. Otherwise, if it's different, you would have 2 entries there. And then also a marketing and distributor, which may or may not be different. In this case, it is. If there is a product involvement that is no longer applicable, simply click on the action dots and hit delete. This information is also in the document. So you'll see here, review, update, and then you can delete any duplicates. Next, we'll go to the regulatory action section will be covered in other aspects of the dashboard, so you don't need to worry about that. Any dossiers are not mandated part of this review, but if you would like to add the dossiers at this time, you obviously can. Please validate that the specs are correct and that they are indeed approved. Declaration of compositions is not part of this checklist. You'll see that, but you will notice that some records have a linked declaration of composition. This was a project that the Viva team worked on. Next, and possibly the biggest one, is the production site. So please go through and validate your production sites. Also, if there is duplicates, please delete them. We do not need duplicates in the system. So you can see this one is an exact duplicate. So we can simply delete that record. Other thing, this one also is a complete duplicate. So I'm going to delete this one. And look, this one is also a complete duplicate. It's the same formulation site. They're both approved. They're both in France. There's no need to have 2 of those. So that is that. And then I'm assuming we also here for this record would need to add the new S&D production site. So we would want to come in and add any of the new production sites. So if we know what it is, we can hit OK and add that here. Also assuming that Bayer is no longer active, we would change that one to inactive. And once that is all completed, There's no more information we need to do here. Simply scroll up, hit edit. We'll mark this data review complete and hit save. And then when you return to your dashboard, you'll see that this percentage has increased. The goal for the end of the year is to have this number up to 85% or greater. We'll see who has the highest, fastest, and maybe there'll be a little reward.